Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today we are doing a shop my stash kind of. I'm kind of switching the way that I do them. Basically what I'm going to be doing now is like an everyday makeup drawer, and I don't know the time length that I'm gonna go for. It's kind of up in the air right now because I don't want to put like a bunch of restrictions on it and make it like not fun. So I think I'm just gonna do it like it's probably gonna be every 3-ish weeks. I'm just not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna show you what is in my new everyday makeup drawer. I actually have like this little organizer that I'm using now because I just reorganized all of my drawers. There is a video, I'm pretty sure, coming on that. I filmed it, I just don't know like for sure if the footage is gonna be okay, but I reorganized everything, so now I have a drawer that I can store my like everyday makeup in, and I'm going to switch it out periodically. I just don't know how periodically. And I was thinking about how I wanted to do this video and I couldn't quite figure it out. I couldn't figure out if like I wanted to take you guys along when I pick stuff out so you guys can kind of hear like my thought process on things, or if I just wanted to show you things. So for today I'm just going to be showing you what I picked, but let me know down below how you'd like me to do these videos in the future. If you'd like me to do like just this where like I'm just sitting down and showing you what I've chosen, or if you'd like me to kind of walk you through as I pick things out of the drawers, because I've seen videos done both ways and I personally like them both ways. So let me know down below what y'all want to see, and we're gonna jump into this because since I'm switching it up a little bit and since I'm extending the time length out, I don't know exactly, like I said, how often I'm going to do these videos. It's not going to be every 2 weeks though, I don't think, because I'm picking out more products. I'm thinking it's going to be like every 3 weeks to a month, and then just, you know, I'll probably add stuff in over time and then do like a clean out once I can't close the drawer anymore. It's kind of my assumption on how things are going to go, but we're going to jump in to this and I'm going to walk you guys through the products I'm going to be using for the next, at least probably until the end of October. So I didn't use the random number generator for this. I'm kind of taking a break from that since decluttering so much. I didn't remove anything from my inventory, so my inventory is all jacked up. But I think I might do away with that because I don't know. Like when I reorganized everything, I didn't put it all in any particular type of order. I just put it how it fit. And I kind of like that a little bit better. You know, it's not as like rigid, I guess. It's just like, it's still organized, but it's just a little less so. And I didn't get everything finished when I filmed that video. So I have like my nail stuff and my sheet masks and stuff still all over the floor, and I'm changing my seating arrangement, so my bench is gone and I'm sitting on a chair right now that happens to go to my vanity because I'm waiting for my new chair to be delivered. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna walk you through this stuff. I'm not gonna do skincare because the skincare normally stays the same. So we're gonna start with face products. I only chose one color corrector because I don't really feel like if I need to grab a different shade or something I can, but I'm going to use the Fiona Stiles Full Cover Perfect Finish Concealer. This is the peach corrector. This one is just, it's starting to get a little dry and I want to make sure that I use up what I can of it before it goes completely dry, but I really like this. It's like a really opaque peach shade that just, oh my god, it just covers everything beautifully and it brightens my eyes so well. I've always been a big fan of this. It really irritates me that I can't get this at Ulta anymore. For primers, I ended up choosing two. So I have the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base and the Shivani Beauty Marvel Elixir. Both of these are new to my collection. Both of these are from subscription boxes and I've been wanting to play around with both of them. This is more of like a thicker, almost silicone-y. I don't know if there's silicone in this, but it feels like that silicone-y material, but more moisturizing, if that makes sense. I used it today. I used this makeup today, and I really liked this actually. It went on really nicely, it went on really smoothly, and I feel like it like filled my pores, which is really great. And then this Marvel Elixir, I don't know, like something about oils, especially as we get into the cooler months. I really like the extra hydration that they provide, and Smashbox has really like set me on this path of primer oils, and I think they're so cool. So I'm gonna try out this too because I don't think I've tried this yet at all, and if I have, it was only once. For foundation, I also chose two. I chose the Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish in 180 Warm Shell. This one I used today. I liked it. I feel like it could be shaken up a little bit more. The pump on this sucks. Like it doesn't go all the way down, so it's very hard to get product out. It takes a while. As far as the finish goes, I did like it. It's pretty light coverage, which was surprising to me. It is a natural finish foundation, and it says on the packaging it's buildable light to medium coverage, so I guess that really shouldn't be shocking if I would actually read things. But I wasn't expecting that. I will say it is buildable. I think I was able to build it up to a nice like a medium. But I mean, I do like it so far. It seems really nice. And then I'm also going to try the Tarte Foundcealer Multitasking Foundation. This is in 16N Fair Light Neutral. This one I have not tried yet, and I'm excited to. I feel like I have tried like a sample of this that I really liked. So we'll have to give this a shot and see what I think. I love this. I'm so easily entertained. For concealer, I also picked out two. These look weirdly similar. These are also both new to my collection that I have not tried yet. So this is the Kaja Don't Settle concealer in Mooncake. This I got during the BoxyCharm like pop-up, and I've been wanting to try it, so I figured why not now. And then the Tarte C Hydrocealer in 12N Fair Neutral. This came from like that set that Tarte did. It was like 4 for $35, I think, and I picked this up, and I used the Kaja one today and it worked pretty well. It's very, very light, which I'm thinking that this one's going to be too, but this is the first time that I've used either one of these, and I like it so far. For powder, I only chose one. I picked the CoverFX Pressed Mineral Foundation in N25, which I also used today. This is pretty good. It's a bit like fuller coverage than I was expecting, which kind of works for me because with the Milani Screen Queen, I like how they both look together, which is nice. But yeah, I got this at like TJ Maxx or something like that, TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I've really been wanting to try it. So I'm using these next couple of weeks as an opportunity to, and I'm pretty excited about that. Now, I do plan on doing these everyday makeup drawers a little bit differently than my regular Shop My Stash like weekly makeup basket. Obviously, I'm choosing like a couple of different options so that I have things to choose between. But I don't plan on like holding myself to any specific standards. Like if I want to bring in another product, I'm just gonna do it. And that's kind of what I was doing before, but I really did try to stick to the weekly makeup basket when I used to do it in the past 2 weeks ago, and I just want to have a little bit more creative freedom of expression. So obviously these are going to be primarily what I use, but sometimes the products might not get used at all. Sometimes I might use those exclusively, and sometimes I'm going to bring other stuff in that I didn't mention in this particular video, which hopefully, like I said, I need to figure out my formatting, but we'll probably end up rehashing those later. So for face products, and I don't know like the amount of things that I choose from each different category will probably change just kind of like depending on what mood I'm in every time I switch out my products. So for this particular everyday makeup drawer, I chose one of each like regular face product, and then I chose a face palette. So the regular face products, I picked the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Nude Bronze Lights. This just, I don't know, it just screams fall to me. It's so pretty. I love this bronzer, and I want to use it more because I've had it for a while now, and I very, very rarely use it, but it's one of my favorite bronzers. So I gotta give this a shot. You know what I mean? It's so pretty. And I definitely want to just get more use out of it and enjoy it. For blush, I went ahead and went with the Ciate Marbled Light Halo. I do have one of the ambient lighting blushes from Hourglass, but I don't know, this shade just seemed more fall-y to me. And this happened to be the first one that I saw, and I don't think I've given this enough love either. So we're gonna go ahead and give this one a shot for the next couple weeks. I'm excited. It's a really beautiful shade. Believe it or not, this is actually not what I wore today. I did end up picking out two blushes, so I should probably talk about both of those now, because I also picked out the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in Nude Flush. I used this in a video at some point. If I can find it, I'll link it. But I used this in a video and I freaking loved it. It looks beautiful, even over powder. It's so gorgeous. This is what I ended up using today. Oh, I love it. So I have two blushes this week plus my makeup palette. But I don't know, I'm just feeling the blushes. And then for highlight, I went with the Wet n Wild MegoGlo Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. I don't know why this just seemed... So I'm wearing it today, and it wasn't exactly the thing that I was going for, but in the pan, it just... I don't know. It just screamed fall to me, and I have no idea why. I cannot explain that, but... I will say, even though it's not what I was expecting, I do really like how it looks on the skin, especially with a look like this, where it's like a darker look. This is kind of the light at the end of the tunnel for this look for me, if that makes any sense. But this is going to be kind of, I feel like the vibe that I'm gonna get for the next couple of weeks, you know? And then for face palette, I went with an oldie but a goodie, the Too Faced Natural Face Highlight Blush and Bronzing Veil Face Palette. I love this palette, obviously, and this is the bronzer shade that I used today. It's Sunny Honey. Honestly though, this whole palette is so pretty, and I like how it's got like those warmer shades, which I feel like are going to be really nice for fall. So this is kind of what I plan to dip into a little bit here and there. I picked this out too. This is the Flesh. This is that like lip and cheek tint in Shiver. I don't know if I even really plan on using this, but it struck my interest. So I figured it'd be good if I want like a red lip, but like a blotted-ish red lip. If I'm doing like a darker eye look, or even just like nice flush cheeks. I don't know. It spoke to me. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and it's going to go into the everyday makeup drawer. It's gonna be difficult for me to start calling it that and not the weekly makeup basket, but I'm excited about this. I am. And then for eyes, I want a little eye crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna start with like the boring stuff, then I'll get into the palettes. For eye base, I went ahead and picked out the Tarte Lid Lock Eye Base in Buff. I used it for the first time today. I actually do like it. It blends out really nicely. I don't know how well it's gonna help my shadow, and I don't love the shadow look that I did today, but the eye base seemed to do pretty well, and the packaging is so cute, even if this adorable little sticker at the top is lifting off, which drives me crazy. Here we are. For liners, I went with 3. I have a regular liner. This is the Balm Mr. Right eyeliner pencil in Seymour Diamonds, which is just your everyday basic black liner, because that is typically what I use normally. But then I also went with the Pixi Endless Silky Eye Pen in Bronze Beam. I just got this in an Ipsy bag. And this one is actually what I used today. It's so pretty. And I felt like bronze was just like, I was looking for kind of a warmer, like brown based liner, because I tend to like those in fall looks, and I felt like this was just perfect. And then I went with a liquid liner, the Milani, the Tank Liner in black, which is just an opaque black liquid liner. I have been using this, and I feel like I used this one actually possibly in the same video that I used the Milani cheek flushes in, and I loved it. Like, it's such a good liner. So for brows, also doing something a little bit different. I ended up picking up the Real Her like brow pencil, but the one that I picked up, I don't even remember what shade it was in, pulled way red, like way red. So my eyebrows are also kind of fucked up today. But I ended up, I'm going to declutter that one. That one's got to go. And then I grabbed the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java. I've used this one quite a bit in the past, so this is kind of what I tried to fix my brows with, but I'm gonna end up using this one a little bit more. I really do like this pencil, and this is kind of just like a saving grace in the moment, and I figured why not, because it is something that I do enjoy. But then I also, because fall to me is a little bit softer looks, so I went with the Natasha Denona Eyebrow Shadow in Dark Brown. I have not used this yet, and I'm very intrigued because eyebrow powders I tend to like, and I have not tried this by Natasha Denona. I have not tried, I don't think, any eyebrow products from her, so I'm excited because I've had this and for whatever reason not gotten around to using it. And then I went ahead and threw in, this is the Wander Beauty Frame Your Face Precise Brow Gel in Clear, which I will say I'm not the biggest brow gel person, but I feel like if you're going to use a powder for your brows, it definitely helps. I don't typically use brow gel if I'm doing like a pencil or a pomade, but with powder, so I'm going to be prepared. Then for palettes, I chose 3. This is kind of my jumping off point. I may add more as we go. I don't know. But I chose 3. First of all, the very classic Too Faced Gingerbread Spice. This is what I used on my eyes today. And like I said, I'm hoping, in all honesty, that the glare is kind of bad because I do not like my eye look today. But this is what I used. I love this palette. I just did not think out the look that I did until after it was far too late. And I didn't want to start over because I'm already running behind today. But I really do like this palette. It's beautiful for fall. I think it's going to be good for a variety of different looks. And if I get bored, I did bring in a couple of other palettes. First of all, the Juvia's Place The Berries. This one I have not used yet. I was bad. I bought the whole collection of these like little mini palettes, the whole vault thing, when she had a sale. And this, it's definitely more on the pinker side, but I'm loving these like darker, like this shade right here, and this shade, and this shade, and this I love it all. And I am trying to take a break from pinks because of the whole Huda Beauty with my project panning, but I'm really into this palette as a whole, and I opened this up because I knew I wanted to try out one of these everyday makeup drawer. I knew I wanted to try out one of these little Juvia's Place palettes, and this one just, it was between this and the mauves, and this one ended up winning out. And then finally, I'm really excited about this because I did not know that this is a thing. I was looking at something on Tarte's website and they happen to have it on sale, and I picked it up and I have not gotten to use it yet, but it is the Tarte Spicy Betch palette, which, oh my god. Like, this definitely isn't, I mean, it's kind of fall themed, I guess. There's lots of oranges and reds and yellows. I don't know, like, I am obsessed with this though. I think it's so pretty, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I didn't even know that this is a thing, so I'm definitely excited to get to play around with this. It's so pretty. So I'm really, like, this is probably what I'm most excited about. I'm probably gonna end up using this sooner rather than later. So for mascara, I opened up 2 new mascaras at the beginning of October. I think this one I opened up like in a video right before October started, but I'm counting it. So these 2 are going to be what I use ideally for the next 3 months, if I can get them to last that long. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and then the CoverGirl Clean Fresh, my Holy Grail mascara, so of course I'm happy about that. And this is actually a pleasant surprise. I normally really like CoverGirl mascaras. This one did not disappoint. That was really loud. This one did not disappoint, so I'm really excited to get to use this one a little bit more, since this is, I think CoverGirl's newest mascara. Okay, and then for lips, I decided to give myself some options. So for a lip liner, I just went simple. I did the Julep Get in Line Invisible Lip Liner, which is just styled with like feathering and things like that. I haven't used this one yet, except like once or twice, so I figured I'd go ahead and give this a try because I didn't want to do like an actual color or bring in like several different lip liners. I just wanted to keep it simple. And then for lips, so I ended up doing the Milani Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon in So Obsessed. This is what I'm wearing today. This is also actually from that, I think it was like What's New at Target or something like that. What's New at the drugstore. I don't know. I'll see if I can find and link it. But I ended up picking this up in that video and I freaking loved it. So I decided to bring this in. This is a perfect fall lip and I love the matte. I know matte's going out, but I really like matte. And I love the matte. And it's so pretty, so I decided to bring this in. It's also really moisturizing for a matte shade. Like, it almost feels like I have lip balm on, which I really like. So went ahead and did that. And then I also did the Nude Sticks Lip Glaze in, this is 08 Nude. This one I don't think I have tried, but I mean, you guys know me and Nude Sticks. I have like this weird love relationship with them, and this is so pretty. So I decided to go ahead and pull this out because I really want to give these a try. I have this in so many different shades. I have this in like 3 or 4 different shades. So I really want to get a feel for the formula to make sure that I actually like it. So I went ahead and grabbed this one. And then I decided to go for kind of a dual thing if I want more of a nude lip, since both of those are pretty dark. I'm going to do like a Juvia's Place duo. So this is the lipstick in Mademoiselle, which is definitely one of their, like, it's almost like an orangey nude though. Like, it's obviously not orange, but it's, the undertones kind of pull that way to me anyways. And then this is the lip gloss in Barely There. And I figured this would make such a cute little duo if I wanted to do like a nude lip with like a darker eye look. I don't know, it just, as I was picking stuff out, these kind of spoke to me. And obviously, like I said, I might end up bringing in some more stuff later, but these I liked, you know. I have not tried this combination before though, and I'm pretty excited about it because I think that's going to be really cute. For a setting spray, I picked the Ofra Makeup Fixer. Honestly, I didn't really have a reason for that one. I just grabbed a setting spray. This happened to be, I think this is the largest one that I have. I'm not 100% sure, but it's 8 fluid ounces. It's definitely the tallest, so it caught my eye, and I just grabbed this and figured we'll give it a shot. I do like this. It's a good setting spray, but I hate this label because it feels like those stickers that's just, ugh, I don't know, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I don't like it, but it's a good setting spray, so hopefully I can look past that. All right, so that is my everyday makeup drawer for until I get bored. Yeah, and I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. This is definitely a different way. I've never done like an everyday makeup drawer. It's always been like, even the weekly makeup basket was new to me. I used to just pick out different makeup every day, but it was such a pain because I'd have to put everything back and my organization was so rigid that got really annoying. So I'm really excited about this though because it gives me some more options than just the weekly makeup basket did. And that was my only issue with the weekly makeup basket, is I was using the exact same makeup for 2 weeks straight. And while I was able to make some good usage in doing that, it did get a little tedious and a little boring. So hopefully this way works out a little bit better for me. I know that this is a really popular way to do it here on YouTube, so I've got really high hopes about it. And that is the video for today. Like I said earlier, please make sure you leave me a comment down below with how you think I should do the format. If you like this, cool. If not, let me know because I'm just not completely decided yet. Also, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you hit that big red subscribe button if you'd like to see more of me. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great one.